Let's do it. Let's do it. My instance. How y'all feeling? Let's get in here. Let's get in here. We got a special guest that's finna come up. Let's get in here, y'all. I've been clap it up. Well, hold on. Let me get my claps right, man. Hold up, y'all. Let me get my thing right real quick. Yeah, drop some hearts up in the chat, man. Yeah. Clap it up for me because I've been super consistent with these interviews, bro. And if you know me, I don't like I like interviews, but I don't like interviewing on Instagram Live. I think I say this every single live, but we back again. We had AD 2 days ago. That's on YouTube right now. Go check that out. We got a good one today. I feel like we got Reason finna come on. I see he already in here. I'm gonna bring you up in a minute, bro. But as much as I say I don't like these, I am starting to have fun with them. I enjoy what they're doing. And so without further ado, let's pick his brain, man. See how he been feeling, bro. Reason, let's let you up, man. See what you got. Invite him up, man. There he is. My guy, there he is.
What's the deal? What's the deal? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. You can hear me good?
Yeah. I got you. I got you coming over the car speaker, so I want to make sure it was all solid.
Okay, now we good. We good. First of all, bro, I want to say I appreciate you not only for what you do for the culture, but just giving me your time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take about 45 an hour from you. I appreciate you. Spending it with
you good. You good. I'm doing a lot right now, but I had to make time for this though. You the homie, so I had to make sure I, you know what I mean, made a little bit of time for it and whatnot.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I know that you are busy. Obviously, you got you in album. You're not in album mode. You in like promo mode, right?
Yeah, I'm in like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm just outside. Like that's the word that I just want to because I don't want to say it's album mode and then it's like after the album drop I dip up. Like I'm on some shit where I just want to forever be consistent, forever be doing something, and I'm just really in the mindset of just ideas. Like I feel like me and the homies always talk about it. Like it's all about ideas now because it's a content game. You get what I'm saying? It's a game of repetition. It's a game of being consistent. So I'm just in a space where I'm just trying to, have the best ideas, get to the ideas the quickest, all of that.
In that process, because I feel like I'm kind of there too, right? And for me, I've been doing this suburban shit for a long ass time, since 2012. And I tell people they're like, damn, since that long? And I always try to over polish shit, you know what I'm saying? But now I feel like I'm in that space where it's bro, ideas and getting that shit out. So do you feel like for you, is it more run and gun, or are you still taking time to craft things, or is it just nigga, let's go? You want to do it? Let's run it. Let's get it out.
Yeah. For me, I'm it depends on what it is. So it's if it's for a bigger project, an album, something like that, then it's okay, let's take our time and craft it out. But in the midst of crafting it out, and this is the hard part about nowadays, is the artists that are the most successful know how to craft out the ideas while they're still remaining active. You get what I'm saying? So be able to work on big ideas while they're just naturally getting out the small ones, naturally getting out freestyles, personality videos, day in the life type shit. You get what I'm saying? Those are the artists that's kind of going crazy right now, you know what I mean? Alongside with having the music dropping consistently. And so, that's kind of where I'm trying to mentally get. And it can't be one person. It got to be a team. There's no way you can do all that shit on your own. There's absolutely no way.
I was just gonna say it's no fucking way. Have you had troubles building your team, or you feel like you've been able to cultivate a good team that supports you in that?
Nah, cultivating the team has never been the issue. The issue has always been just second guessing. You know what I mean? Not going all the way through with. A lot of times as artists, you do something you think is dope, and then you kind of pull it back because you feel it might not be all the way what I thought it was, or it might not be. Everything that I might have thought it was dope a week ago, but now 2 weeks done passed, and now you get what I'm saying? It's not everything that you thought it was going to be, and so that's kind of always been the hard part. But now I'm just really in some get your shots up, because that's what it's really about now, is just getting your shots up. Put as many shots as you can. Watch the ones that go in and forget about the ones that don't.
Yeah, nigga, and that's what I'm learning too. In the content game, bro, niggas don't care, bro. Like after
They
2
don't,
weeks,
bro.
like people forget that like it's all about it's like it's literally all about the ones that you hit. The shit that you
That
miss,
part.
niggas don't. I did some shit, bro.
Bro.
I dressed up like a whole Mexican or some shit. And it was on my head, and it's like it's like weeks later,
On God,
niggas
bro, it's
forget
like, yo.
about it. So I guess this.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, can you hear me?
That shit
Yeah,
is.
my bad.
Yeah, I got you. That shit is
Gotcha.
unbelievably crazy. Talk to me about the new tape, bro. What was kind of I know it's called Porches. Was there other names that went into it, or was
For
this the one
sure.
that really embodies it?
Yeah, now this is the one that stuck, but we had Stories That Are Forgotten at first, and Stories That Are Forgotten was what I wanted to call it, you know what I mean, from the beginning. Even on my last joint on New Beginnings, I actually got a song called Stories I Forgot. And it was like supposed to be an ode to the next album. I kind of do that a lot where I'm always thinking ahead and shit. And so, but we ended up landing on Porches without getting too invested into it, because we're about to start rolling out content. But I really wanted it to feel like the same way that Good Kid, Mad City gave me that feel like I was back in LA, like I was back at home and I could picture it. I wanted an album that gave, the people that fuck with me and my fans that same feel. So I wanted something that made them feel like they could see it. Like, and when you listen to the album, which I already told you, I'm gonna invite y'all, you know what I mean, to come hear it a little bit before it come out and whatnot.
Yes.
But when you hear it, it sounds like LA. Like you can hear the atmosphere. You can kind of picture it while you listening to the records, and that was done on purpose. You know what I mean? So I can't wait for people to get it. And I feel like Porches is like, a lot of places got porches, but I feel like that's really some LA shit. Like niggas be kicking it on the porch. Yeah, niggas be kicking it on the porch, really like learning life. You know what I mean? Learning the way and lay of the land. You know what I mean? For real. So that's kind of like the ideology of the album and whatnot.
Yeah, I heard you kind of say on a couple different interviews, like, and you said even here today, like the idea of like you'll make it. Some weeks go by, you like, nigga, this shit ain't you kind of over it, right?
Yeah.
So how long did it take to make this tape, and like how long have you been sitting on it? Has it been months, or is it like I cooked it up?
It being completely done, it's probably been completely done for about 4 or 5 months, and we was trying to get like the visuals, the content, how are we going to deliver the project, trying to get all of that. But I've been working on it in a way since my last project. Like I work on multiple different projects at once, you know what I mean? So like I was working on New Beginnings and this at the same time. You feel me? I was working on New Beginnings and this and my next joint all at the same time. You get what I'm saying? So
he lined up.
Yeah, I kind of just be like, I be making joints, and then like I'm like, okay, that don't fit over here. I'm gonna put that over there. You get what I'm saying? Like that don't fit over there. So I kind of just be in that mode of just, And for me, it probably take about 70 records to get an album, because I'm not one of them niggas that just, I'm not one of them niggas that just first 13 out the gate, boom, here go package. You know what I'm saying? We going to the next one. So it's probably about 70 per, joint. So I'm just in the studio like nonstop.
Nigga, okay. Is there a chip on your shoulder, bro?
1000%. I'm glad you brought that up, because like I'm a nigga, bro, that like I just haven't been outside. Like, and that's the thing, is like the niggas that know, they know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and you'll never come across a nigga that is familiar with me that will tell you any type of different. You get what I'm saying? In no type of way. But I just haven't been outside. But it's funny because the chip on my shoulder is no longer for the rap shit now. Like the chip on my shoulder now is like for records. Like I want to show niggas that I can make records. That's why you got the, you better than Jesus take the wheel. That's why you got the At It Again. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I still got a bunch of rap shit on my album, of course, because I ain't gonna never let my fans go without the rap shit. But that's where the chip is at, bro. It's like I just feel like, and maybe I made this up in my head, but I just feel like niggas got me fucked up. Like for real, you know what I mean? That's really what it is.
You do, and I don't know what it is, but niggas do got you fucked up, and I don't know how though, because I feel like I said, I ain't never heard a nigga say anything about your skill wise poorly. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
And maybe you right about it. Like it's just you got to be outside.
It's just being outside. That's literally all it is, bro. It's just being outside. Like it's like, I just been gone, bro, and that's really what it is. Like I just been all the way out the way, and it's funny because I've been so much out the way that like when niggas see me pop up at a bar or party, they're like, nigga, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think you ran into me. You was like, nigga, like, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga,
So,
I seen
yeah,
you
that's
one
real.
time. I seen you one time. I was like, what the fuck? And then I
Yeah,
think
oh God.
I seen you maybe like a week later. I was like, no, this nigga's really outside. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
bro. Like it's like I gotta be outside, bro. And it's like it's funny because that's how I always was. You know what I mean? Like I was always just like an outside nigga. Like even just by nature, like you know, go out, be at the parties, be at the fun. I know all the niggas that throw the shit. You get what I'm saying? And put
Yeah,
it together. But it was really just like you know me in my own head, like going through kind of like a depression in my own head because as an artist, when you're not putting out music everything's stagnant and being stagnant as you can know as anybody can know as anybody can relate to
yeah,
being stagnant can kind of put you in a bad
it
spot,
is.
you get what I'm saying, like yeah,
Pro,
it can put you in a
pro,
bad spot, yeah,
yeah, no, progress is one of my homies told me. He's like, bro, progress is happiness. If you don't feel
bro,
like you moving ahead, you're not gonna be happy. Like, there's no way
that's a fact,
you
that's a
can
fact.
be.
Yeah,
Um,
even like when you look at it like because I always tell people it's not just music, like if it's a girl that's dating they nigga and he's stagnant, their relationship is gonna be fucked up. You get what I'm saying? Because he not gonna be happy, and he's gonna be, you know, like deflecting all of that shit on her. You get what I'm saying? And she gonna be sitting there like, you know, what's wrong with this nigga? But that's that. I'll say any man, because there are some women out there that like, you know, their happiness is in their relationship. So life being stagnant or career might not bother them, but for a man, bro, when you stagnant, it can mentally just, you know what I mean, like get you in a space.
it eats you up, nigga. It eats you up,
Yeah, yeah.
kill your dreams, your morale. Why? And I'm assuming it's like label shit, but like, why weren't you able to just put out music? I know COVID was hit, you know what I'm saying? A bunch
Yeah,
of
yeah,
different
yeah,
things.
yeah.
What do you feel like the main thing was as to like why you just couldn't get it out?
I think it was a lot of different pieces of a lot of things. I think it was well, I dropped like in the middle of COVID, so I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't gonna drop, you know, 6 months after that.
Sure.
But after that, it was like I said, it was just constant second guessing. First, it came from me, then there was parts of it coming from the label, where it's like you listen to music for so long, and then you start to think like, oh, maybe this ain't good enough, and then you go back to the drawing board, and then back to the drawing board, and I feel like it was kind of like pieces of all of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and really just like in the most cliche way, like just getting out of your own way,
Yeah.
like just getting the fuck out of your own way. You know what I mean? And I feel like I was kind of standing in my own way at times. I feel like sometimes, you know, the label was standing, but I don't also want to only put it on them. It's just a combination of, like I said, like I'm not one of those artists that just kind of makes anything, and that's no shade to everybody. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody do their own thing, but a lot of my shit comes from specific places and how I want to be remembered, you know, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line. And so it was just kind of me getting out of my own way and believing that it is good enough. So that's why it's funny, because even when I say like niggas had me fucked up, like I had me fucked up a lot of times. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people around me had me fucked up a lot of times. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of, you know what I mean, like a combination of a few different things like that. But I'm in a great space now, with just as far as like knowing that like every foot forward is the best foot forward. And like you said, even if it's not the best foot forward, you just spin the block and come back. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
Yeah.
double back and do it again, and that's it.
Yeah. What started to kind of make the transition for you? Like, what are the tangible steps of like, yo, I got me fucked up, here's the change. Nigga, you got me fucked up, here's the
Yeah,
change. Like, what
yeah.
started to spark it for you?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, it's funny. It was really just like, and I say this without like shitting on people, but it was the inconsistency of other artists, bro. Me seeing like I'm doubting my shit and I'm seeing what's working. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, there's no way I should be doubting myself the way that I'm doubting myself, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. You know what I'm saying? There's no way the label should be doubting what we're doing. I don't want to say me specifically, but just what we're doing and doubling back if what is working is working. And I think it was kind of like a combination of all of those things coming to fruition at the same time. Like, it's like you said, bro, it's really not about hitting a home run. It's just about getting swings out. You know what I mean? And once I kind of started to realize that it wasn't anything specific, it was just kind of seeing like, damn, like niggas are just winning by doing it over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we used to be in a space on Instagram. Think about like when you used to put out a photo. If it didn't get a certain amount of likes in the first 10 minutes, niggas would delete the photo.
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying? Like that was like a thing. You feel me? Like niggas would do that. Niggas don't want to admit they did it. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
niggas would do that. You feel me? Niggas would delete the post real quick. We're now in a space where like you see niggas with millions of followers get like 2,000 likes on the phone because the algorithm's so fucked up that like it kind of showed you that like it don't matter if you miss. It just matter about getting it out there consistently, and then one of them will boom go to where you want it to go. You get what I'm saying? So once I realized that, I'm like, oh, bet, let's play ball. You get what I'm saying? Like let's get all the way outside and you know, let's stay consistent and be out there. You know what I mean? The entire time.
The crazy part is too, like, and I had started to realize that, like, I've been posting quotes on my shit. On my personal, it's like getting no likes and shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'll go out and niggas who
And
like
everybody knows who the fuck you are. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you're seeing this shit,
Bro,
regardless of
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like this social media shit is a sickness, my nigga. And like I feel like a lot of niggas, including myself, just be sick, bro. Like we be sick and addicted to the shit so much that we think it's real. You get what I'm saying? Like as if niggas don't know who you are, as if niggas don't respect the work that you put in and the shit that you've done. You get what I'm saying? Like, and you know, that's really what it comes down to is once you realize that like this shit ain't real and that you won't know if people fuck with you until you actually go outside anyway, you start to realize, okay, like bet it ain't that big of a deal. You feel me? So yeah.
No, 100%. And it's crazy. I'll be telling my boy, like, because the times that I feel like super low, I might wake up in the morning, hop on the gram. Yep. I'm looking out there. I'm like, man, Buddy just got the S580. Oh, this nigga got the lamp. Fuck. And it's like, what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy or whatever. Now, I suffer from that a lot of the times.
But Miko right there.
Working out of that has been one of the more major things for me.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know, because I look on Twitter. I don't know if you're on Twitter, but in the like local LA community, LA rap is like a big topic. You know what I mean? And people saying there's no support or whatever. But one, how do you feel about the state of LA rap?
I feel like a lot of this shit is like overhyped. Like shout out to Jean Paul. Let's talk about him for a quick little second. So
let's do it.
I think what he's doing is incredible as far as like holding artists accountable. I'm gonna say two-sided coin. Holding artists accountable, giving artists a platform, because a lot of people don't understand that like the shit that people don't look at the shit that he does just for like giving artists a platform. I went to one of his events and he was literally hosting a showcase for up and coming artists. He had, you know, Joe Moses, RJ, and all of them like judging it. Like that's big, bro. Niggas don't do that for up and coming artists. And I'm really, really big on like upcoming artists and, you know what I mean, doing that whole thing. So those are the positives. And I'm gonna work around to other people. This is just starting with him. The negative is that I feel like we're overly critical, including him, on LA rap. And what I mean by that is like, we consider LA rap only the up and coming niggas. That's the first thing, which is crazy to me. Like niggas would be like, LA rap is in a bad space. We got Doja Cat, Kendrick Lamar, and Tyler the Creator. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yeah, crazy.
That's the first thing out off the rip. You get what I'm saying? We have Doja Cat, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator. Those is 3 people that can do arenas. Yeah. So if you're a city that has 3 artists at bare minimum that can do arenas right out the gate, what the fuck are we talking about? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like the conversation has gotten too critical because it's all about like the up and coming niggas, and it's like you're always going to be overly critical on the up and coming niggas because they're still trying to figure it out. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you have to allow niggas to evolve and figure it out. So I think sometimes Dejan can be too critical, but I also love what he's doing because he's pushing the needle. Now moving forward to a lot of the other things, you know, I think it's in a great space because you have all of these different platforms, Suburban LA, Community, everything that, you know, T-Rail and AD and all of them are doing, everything Gina's doing. We have a lot of different platforms for up-and-coming artists to kind of start to really get noticed, you know what I mean? Like, even when they're not even doing much, you get what I'm saying? Like, they have these spaces to be able to do that. The only thing that I think that niggas in LA need to do more is just fuck with each other more, bro, and stop thinking that they so big that they can't work with another nigga. Like, I've always said this, like, it's no difference between 20,000 views and 60,000 views. A nigga that get 20,000 views on YouTube and a nigga that get 60,000 views on YouTube, them niggas make about $80 difference in their monetization. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so who are you to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, walk around and drop your nuts on a nigga that get 20K when you only get 60K. You get what I'm saying? It's really about building together. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And everybody kind of leveling up at the same time. And I feel like that's how YG and them did it. That's the reason why they were so successful. And that's the part that I feel like if we can do that, I feel like we can move into that second spot. We was just number 4. I feel like we can move into that second spot.
And you think that's the main thing, sticking together. How do we get niggas to start doing that?
I think it's sticking together and accountability. Accountability for niggas being consistent. So that's on our end. Let me start with us. Niggas being consistent. We got to be more consistent, TDE, because I feel like as we go, kind of the West goes. You get what I'm saying, in a way. And then I also feel like, you know, it's the accountability of being good and being consistent. And then yes, working together. Like I've always said this, and I'm the type of nigga, I don't shy away from saying names. That's why it get me in trouble. But it's like, if Roddy went crazy and did what he did and came and did a record with, let's call it Bino, which he did a record with Bino.
Okay.
Call it Bino, Blue Bucks, Kalen, Reason, Boogie, throw one more out there, 7. He did all of our singles. That puts all 7 of us in a different spot.
In a different world, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I can't believe he did a song with Kalen. I thought that was coming for sure. I was like, nigga, we gotta get it.
That's a conversation for another time. That's a conversation for off here. But that's my point. And then you know, same thing with Blast. Love, and these are niggas that I love. You get what I'm saying? You know, sometimes niggas are sensitive, they take it away, whatever, fuck it. But same thing with Blast. If Blast come back, do a record with 7 niggas, those 7 niggas are now like, that's how it has to be. Like when the South was really starting to have their shit boom, Future was on everybody's shit.
Yeah.
Every nigga that's coming out the South, Future's on it. Every nigga that's coming out the South, Thug is on it. That's the type of like accountability that niggas, and I'm gonna even go farther than that. Like, it ain't even just Roddy and them. It's Dot too. Like, I'm gonna just be completely honest. Like, if Dot touch your record, it changes. Dot don't even gotta be listed as a feature. Dot can get on your record and sneeze, and you just got 15 million more streams. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, but it's like, does he want to do it? And I'm not saying that he has to do it. So I want to be clear on that. I'm not saying that niggas have to do it. I'm not saying that niggas are wrong for not doing it, because you have to say that. But what I am saying is that if niggas want to be number one, niggas have to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, because you're not going to be number one without doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, so if Dot came through the city, gave Boogie, Reason, 3 other niggas a feature, boom, those 5 niggas got the biggest records of their life. And then those 5 niggas go give, you know, such and such a feature. Boom. And that's kind of how, you know what I mean, that evolution kind of takes form, and you form this umbrella. You know what I mean? This umbrella of just like everybody doing their shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's really what it is. I don't know if it'll happen, but I know that it's very easy to do. It's just about niggas doing it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is and why we don't, but it goes back to, like you said, like the earlier things of like shooting shots at, it don't take away, like if them niggas hop on a Kalen song and nothing happens, bro, it don't hurt Dot at all. It don't hurt anybody.
Oh, bro.
If anything,
at all.
It can only benefit. Like, niggas will always, for all them future features that he did, bro, if they were whack, I just don't. You know,
remember. It's not like you be like, oh damn, Future falling up. Like, no, nigga, you just don't listen to it. You get what I'm saying? Like, and if it's hard, then it just become your favorite joint. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's literally it. Cardi just, like, shout out to Cardi, bro. And the women are doing this. The women are killing it right now. By the way, they whooping our ass. It ain't even close. They whooping our ass. It ain't even close. But like Cardi, she just jumped on no, you good. She just jumped on I forgot old girl's name, and I feel bad for forgetting it. But when she did the record with the girl, it's out right now. She got 40K followers. 40K. Cardi B is doing a feature, and I don't know the business behind it, because it might be a nigga. Somebody probably could have got a bag. Somebody uncle knew somebody's sister. I don't know. All I know is that girl's life has changed forever. You get what I'm saying? That's what I do know. And if she runs with that opportunity, she could end up being another nigga, you know what I mean, like in the game, and then she can, you know, then give the love in a different type of way. So, you know, that's really what it is, bro. It's just, you know, the consistency of that, for real.
Each one teach one, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I got a couple more, and then I'll let you go. There's one thing that you said not related to you heavily, because I feel like it changed my life. But yeah, I was able to go to Morehouse in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And like, if I wasn't able to get outside the city and come back and like see the difference, just because I was able to see things, right? And that's why I was like, I'm gonna start Suburban, because I want niggas to be able to see shit outside their city. But like, and the nigga, like you, same way. You got outside the city, you came back, you saw things, and that changed your life.
That part.
For for the niggas who can't do that, how do they change their mind states? You know what I mean? Because there's niggas in LA who just completely different shit because they never seen nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So without being able to kind of relocate, how can we change the way our minds work? In your opinion?
My bad. Can you still hear me? I had to plug my phone up. It was dying. Can you hear me?
No, I got you. You good?
Okay, bet. Yeah. Honestly, that's like the hardest part to me is can you tell Miko to hit Desi, see if he has his number?
I did.
Oh, you talking to him?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
My bad, I'm doing the corner store shit right after this.
Shout out
So
Desi G.
yeah, shout out my nigga Desi, man. So I just pulled up and whatnot. This nigga got us in the most fuckity fucked alley that I could possibly.
Yeah, you gotta have
yeah.
that gate. I already know
on God. Yeah, on God. But nah, I think it's dope that you brought that up. Like I always tell people that, and I don't have a clear answer because it's like if you don't leave your box and see something else, it's hard to like shout out to LaRussell. He got a line where he says something like how you expect niggas to be something that they never saw. You get what I'm saying? Like it take a special nigga, it take a Hove, it take a special nigga to be something that they never saw. You get what I'm saying? You never saw it before in your life and you still know that you can go and be that. And I think it's tough to say really what somebody that doesn't have that opportunity is supposed to do. But my biggest thing that I would tell people is like dream, bro. And I tell people this all the time because this was a big part of my depression. Any nigga that's telling you that what you're thinking about is kind of like too far fetched or out of the like, bro, run. Get far away from those people, bro, because those are the people that will keep you boxed in one spot. You get what I'm saying? Like, because to them it's far-fetched. You know what I mean? To them this shit don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? To them, you know, being able to get signed when you only got 2,000 followers is impossible. You get what I'm saying? To them, you know, being able to go from a drug dealer in the Marcy Projects to a billionaire is impossible. You get what I'm saying? And you got to get far away from them type of niggas, bro, because those are the type of niggas that are going to keep you in that box. So if there's anybody, a man or a woman that's out there that don't have the ability to leave their situation to be able to see something different, you know, I challenge them to just imagine, like use your imagination and dream for the biggest heights that you possibly can. But on the second thing, I also challenge them to ask themselves why. Why can't you leave? Because like to me, shit, LA the most expensive place on the planet. If you can survive here, you can for sure go somewhere else and work a little bullshit job and be able to get by. Like I tell people all the time, bro, leave. Even if it's for 2 years, 3 years, bro. Like me and Kalen talk about that because he moved to Atlanta for a while. Yeah. Changed the whole course of his career. You get what I'm saying? Like you have to leave, bro, and understand like LA is so vain. And that it's funny because that also goes, I'm being long-winded now, but that also goes into what we was talking about the LA artists. A lot of LA artists think that they the niggas because they're only in LA. They've never gone to a Houston and shit like that or something like that to see if they was even cracking there. You get what I'm saying? Like, so in their mind, they're just the biggest nigga in the world, not even knowing that, you know, they might not, like, you might have a long way to grow. You get what I'm saying? Like, so in LA, you can bring out 500 people, but you can't bring out 7 in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It makes it worse. LA is super condensed, and so word kind of spreads super fast. And like, you feel like you're bigger than what you really are.
Bro, you feel like you really, really the nigga, bro. It's me and the homies, and it's not to shit on nobody, but we'll be laughing because it'll be a LA nigga with a song cracking, right? Be going crazy. And he'll feel like, you know, he'll start tweeting shit like, nigga, only 20K for a show, 25K for a feature block. And we'll go on Spotify and the record got 500,000 streams. And we like, bro, like nigga, like, and that's not to, cause that's a big deal for an up and coming artist. You feel me? But we like, nigga, you're nowhere right now. You get what I'm saying? Like you, and the only reason I point that out is not on some like bringing somebody down type shit. It's more like, bro, if you get too big headed too quick, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall hard because you don't understand that like you're not as big as you are. You don't understand that you're not like. There's really always levels to this shit, bro. Like I got signed to TDE. I thought I was the nigga, and then I walked in a room with Q and them, and the bank account's different. Like the budget is different. The producers that's in there working with them, they don't want to work with Reason. You get what I'm saying? Like, and you get humbled quick, and then you start to climb, and then you go to New York, and you have a session with Cole, and everything is different again. You get what I'm saying? And then you come back home and you do a sold out show, and then you leave on the road and you go do a show in Arkansas, and you the opener, and it's 5 people there. You get what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of things that you got to understand, bro. Like, the niggas that are making real money in this shit, bro, which I think is what everybody wants to make, like, they can go anywhere. They can go anywhere, bro, and do a show, and it's going to be a lot of people there that know their lyrics. And until we get there, we should all be throwing an arm around each other and lifting each other up, trying to push each other to that heights. But what happens is we can do a 500 venue or 1,000 venue in LA, and so we feel like we can't be touched. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then you see the tour drop, and niggas can only do the West Coast, when if you would have been more humble, maybe you would have went to go work with the nigga that's like you in Texas and did a record with him, or maybe you would have went to go work with the nigga like you that's in Atlanta and go work with him and just build each other up. You feel me? So that's a long-winded answer, you know what I mean, to this LA shit. So yeah.
Woo! Bars.
Yeah, that's a long-winded answer. Shout out my nigga Keon too. Shout out my nigga Keon. He in the Keon Bell, he in the comments right now. That's my dog.
I see you, Bell. My last one, bro. I'll let you go. I appreciate you so much. I know emoji you in, nigga. That nigga doing interviews on the phone. He got
my bad. We gonna get a better one too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I definitely want to. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna get a better one, 1,000%.
You have no idea how big this is for me, bro. So I appreciate it either way. You know what I'm saying? And you giving me bars.
It's love. It's love.
My last one. What's the one thing you feel like you hate about LA culture?
Hate about LA culture? That's tough because I'm super biased with LA. Like, I just love LA, so it's tough for me to.
The one thing you love about LA culture.
What I love about LA culture, bro, which I'll say it's a two-sided sword. What I love about LA culture, but it kind of like bites us in the ass, is that we are extremely unique from every other culture. And what I mean by that is, niggas don't dress like how niggas in LA dress. Niggas don't talk how niggas in LA talk. Niggas don't like LA looks like a completely different place. And that's the beautiful, and the sound, like the sound is completely different. That's a beautiful thing. But the flip side of that is that that's kind of what's made it hard for our sound to like go crazy. Like, if you think about the artists I named, Tyler the Creator, Kenny, Doja, none of them 1,000% have the LA sound. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's why we get left off of these conversations when we're talking about LA artists. Like, niggas talk about up and coming LA artists, but won't bring up a Nana. And Nana, because Nana is a nigga that is a rapper that doesn't necessarily sound like he's from LA. Because if you really rap and rap over boom bap shit, that's not LA. You gotta have the G-funk bass. You gotta have the shit that you could two-step to. If you don't have that, niggas they just glide over you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if you're not from LA. And that's the part that I feel like it's a double-edged sword, because if you're from LA and you make music, that is LA music. Like, Steve Lacy is LA music. You get what I'm saying? But niggas won't look at it like that. Tyler the Creator is LA music. Niggas won't look at it like Reason. Reason is LA music. Niggas won't look at it like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, and that make it even harder for us, like to get cracking, like the niggas that's in like my lane, to get cracking in LA. I can go out to other places and do shows, but in LA it make it harder to get cracking because like the DJs don't want to play it if it don't sound like LA. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, but it might sound like something else. So that's the thing I love about LA, is that we're so unique. But the tough part about that is that we gotta stop. Niggas always say like we're boxed in. We be boxing ourselves in. We don't even count niggas that's from LA if you don't sound like LA. If you don't sound like you was birthed from Snoop and Dre, niggas is not, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is not counting you as LA music, and that's something that we kind of gotta, in my opinion, get away from, because it kind of like, you know, prohibits us from going, you know, to different places and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's all I got, bro. I appreciate it. I know you got to run up in that joint.
Of course. And like I said, we're gonna sit down. The album is supposed to be on the 28th, but we have some issues with some sample clearances, so it'll probably be either a week or two after. I don't want to give it an exact date.
They pushed it back.
I know, bro. But it gives us some more time. Like when I invite you to the studio to hear the whole shit, you and the whole team, we can sit down and have like a deeper conversation about, you know what I mean, like the records and shit like that. But this the business side of it. It's like we got to be able to get, you know what I mean. There's clearances and different things like that we wasn't able to get while racing to the clock.
You don't ever just want to be like, nigga, fuck you, and just like, Hit that motherfucker.
I for sure do. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's like that's how you get put in a bad spot. Cause like let's say you drop some shit, it ain't clear, and it go crazy. Now you at the mercy of whoever you negotiating with because they can put whatever price on it at that point. You get what I'm saying? Because they already know what's going crazy. So it's better to get it right. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I was for sure hot. Definitely,
Yeah,
like
I'm a little sick
1,000%.
off that one. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie. I was.
yeah, I was for sure hot.
So,
Yeah, but I'm trying to get a joint out. I'm trying to get a joint out on the 28th to kind of make up for the fact that the album got pushed. You know what I mean? But it won't be long. It'll be like no more than 2 weeks.
okay.
No more than 2 weeks.
All
Yeah,
right. Yeah, man. We need that. Let's get
yeah.
that, man.
No,
We
that's
need that one.
love.
Yeah,
That's love.
bro.
But yeah, my nigga, I'm gonna hit you with the details and whatnot about the listening party and shit like that. Everybody in the comments, y'all come fuck with us. Come get drunk. I'm off the De Leon. I'm off the Douce, whatever they got. When we got the release party, and I'm outside for the rest of the summer. So yeah,
Let's get it. Reason, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, bro.
my dog. All love.
Salute. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Reason, man. Yeah, that was Reason, y'all. My dog, I rock with him. He showed me a lot of love. I will be at the listening party. You know. This episode, I don't know what I should start calling these, but we got a couple partners, man. Shout out to Elite Auto, if you're still watching. That's a black car service in LA. Anytime I go on a date, they pick me up in a Rolls Royce. We ride in the back, and the shorties be thinking that I got a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? So keep it nice and player. I got somebody that want to come up. I'm gonna talk to you for a little bit. Let's see what you got to say, man. Jay Brock in the building. What up, man? Jay Brock in the building. What up? Yeah. All right, we out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Stay live. We'll see you next week. Monday, we back.